Yeah. Now nobody given reply for this. Yeah, nobody given reply for this, whether you searched in Google or not. Yeah, fine. Yeah, a small topic, ma. Actually, this we already discussed position vector. Ma, position vector. Remember, the position vector of a particle, clear? The position vector of a particle is represented with r bar is equal to, if you take two-dimensional coordinate system, in two-dimensional coordinate system, that position vector r bar can be taken as xi cap plus yj cap. This is in two dimension. In three dimension, yeah. Now, what is the magnitude r bar? Now, what is the magnitude? Now, what is the magnitude r modulus r? Root of x square plus y square. Now, what is the direction? Ma, direction theta. Ma, direction theta. How to write the direction theta? Ma, how to write the direction theta? Yeah. If you take this as x-axis and y-axis, ma, take this as x-axis, y-axis, and take this as r. Ma, take this as r bar. This r bar is making an angle theta. Then x-axis will becomes how much? Ma, r cos theta. Now y-axis will becomes how much? Ma, r sin theta. Remember this point. Okay. Then x is equal to how much? Then x is equal to, then x is equal to r cos theta, and y is equal to how much? Ma, r sin theta. Then divide equation number 2 by equation number 1. Ma, divide sin theta by cos theta, y by x. So y by x is equal to how much? Ma, r sin theta by r cos theta. Now cancel r and r. Sin theta by cos theta is tan theta, that is equal to y by x. Or theta is equal to how much? Ma, tan inverse of y by x. This is the expression for what? Direction. Actually, the same thing we did with the vector a bar. The same thing we did with what? Vector a bar. Okay, but position vector, I will take it as r bar. I will take the position vector as r bar. I hope you understood up to this point. Okay, shall I raise ma? Now, listen, I am going to find out the velocity. Velocity. Clear? I am going to find out what velocity. For example, I will find out the velocity. Now, tell me, what do you mean by velocity? Now, what do you mean by velocity? Very good. Now, in the previous concept we discussed, for example, if you take this as coordinate axis, this is taken as r1, where r1 bar is the position vector, and I will take another point, for example, r2. So r2 is the position vector. Now the distance from here to here is taken as displacement vector delta r bar. Do you remember? Now, what is velocity? Means the displacement by what much time? Clear? Displacement by time, or else you can take the position vector by time, rate of change of velocity, sorry, rate of change of displacement. Now, velocity can be taken as what? Rate of, clear, change of whom? Yeah, rate of change of displacement. Clear? Rate of change of displacement. Now, that can be taken as v is equal to, I will take it as d by dt of r bar, where r bar is the position vector. Okay, I'll take it as a displacement vector, then d by dt of r bar. Now, velocity v is equal to d by dt of what is the r bar value? R bar value is xi cap plus yj cap. Okay, na? Yeah, xi cap plus yj cap. Now, differentiate this one. If you differentiate this one, what you will get? If you differentiate this one, what you will get means v is equal to d by dt of x into I cap plus dy by dt of j cap. Did you understand this step or not? Now, what is dx by dt? Change in position along x-axis. Change of position along x-axis. dy by dt, change in position along y-axis. So change in position along x-axis I will consider as velocity along x-axis, that I will consider as vx. Okay, na? Into I will take it as I cap plus dy by dt, that is change of position along y-axis, that I will consider as vy into j cap, which is taken as velocity v. Which is taken as velocity what v. So that vx can be taken as dx by dt and vy can be taken as dy by dt. Vx can be taken as what dx by dt, vy can be taken as what dy by dt. Now from this, what is the direction tan theta means? Tan theta can be taken as, just remember, y component by x component. Therefore, what is the y component? Vy by vx, or that implies theta is equal to tan inverse of vy by vx. Okay, so theta is equal to tan inverse of vy by vx. Okay, so this is about velocity. Now remember, velocity, if they ask in the vector form, you have to do like this. Okay, now you have to do the derivation like this. Now tell me, if you take three-dimensional velocity in three-dimensional, how this will be? Very good. Now tell me, what is the magnitude of this vector? What is the magnitude of the velocity vector? Now what is the magnitude of that velocity vector? Now what is the magnitude of the velocity vector? Yeah, root of vx square plus vy square. Very good. Now no one is replying. No one is replying. Yeah, because I asked you questions, that's why. Yeah, fine. So what is magnitude V? Magnitude V bar is equal to Vx square plus Vy square. Now magnitude V is equal to Vx square plus Vy square. Now if you, very good Shravan. If you take three dimensions, if you take three dimensions, Vx square plus Vy square plus Vz square. That is your wish. That you can understand. I will explain in two dimension. Okay, na? Very good, Anirudh. Now, shall I move to the next concept? Shall I move to the next point? Now, velocity is over. Next, what? Acceleration. So, what do you mean by acceleration? So, what do you mean by acceleration? Acceleration. What do you mean by acceleration? Rate of change of velocity. Rate of change of velocity. Very good, Ritika. Now that acceleration A can be taken as d by dt of v bar. Why? Because means now this time I am explaining in terms of vector. I am explaining in terms of what? Vector. Therefore take it as what? V bar. dv bar by dt. Now same like this you do, same like that you do. So therefore A bar is equal to d by dt of what is v bar. V bar can be taken as vx I cap plus, v bar can be taken as vx I cap plus vy j cap. So velocity can be taken as vx I cap plus vy j cap. Now I will write like this, my acceleration A is equal to d by dt of Vx into I cap plus d by dt of Vy into j cap. Did you understand this step, ma? Okay. Now from this you can write like this, ma. From this you can write like this, acceleration A bar is equal to, okay, d by dt of Vx means rate of change of velocity along x-axis. My rate of change of velocity along x-axis dv by dt means, okay. Next, dvy by dt means rate of change of velocity along y-axis. Therefore, rate of change of velocity along x-axis I will consider as ax into I cap plus dy by dt I will take it as ay into j cap. Blindly remember, acceleration A can be taken as dv by dt. Are you sure? My acceleration A is equal to dv by dt. You are sure, right? Now, if I take acceleration along x-axis, which means the dv by dt, dvx by dt, this is the rate of change of velocity along which axis, ma? X-axis. Similarly, rate of change of velocity along y-axis, I will take it as dy by dt. Okay. So along x-axis, right, therefore I will take it as ax. Along y-axis, right, therefore I will take it as what, ma? Ay. Okay, don't be confused. Now this is the acceleration in terms of two-dimensional vector, or in terms of vector. My acceleration in terms of what, ma? Vector. Where ax is equal to, d by dt of v of x, ay is equal to d by dt of v of y. Done, ma? Done. Now tell me what is tan theta. Or first you tell me what is the magnitude of acceleration. Magnitude of acceleration. Yeah, very good, Ritika. Very good. Square root of ax square plus ay square. Square root of ax square plus ay square. Now, what is the tan theta value? Direction tan theta. What is the tan theta value? Very good, Atidhi. Anirudh. Yeah, y-axis component by y component by x component. So y component is ay divided by x component is ax. Therefore, theta is equal to tan inverse of ay by ax. Okay, na? Yeah, that's the end of this lesson completely. There is no other topics to explain up to your standard. So that's the end of the concept completely. Then we'll go for the problems. Okay, na? Shall I give you a problem? Will you solve? Yeah, it is not there in your textbook. I'm giving by my own. So you just try to solve it. Okay. Shall I erase? Shall I erase? Yeah. Yeah. This model problems may comes in your examinations. So please listen. Write down the question. Write down the question. The velocity of a particle is given by. The velocity of a particle is given by. The velocity of a particle is given by 3t square 3t square plus 2t 3t square plus 2t. What is the displacement? What is the displacement of a particle at time t is equal to 1 second? Or else, what is the displacement of the particle? First you do displacement, later I'll give you one more model. Anirudh, Adarsh wrong. Adarsh wrong. Yeah, shall I explain? Shall I explain? Yeah, very good, very good. Now, what is the formula for velocity? Means velocity is equal to dx by dt. Where x is displacement, where x is displacement, they are asking the displacement only. Then I given one formula. If you follow the previous classes, you can understand it clearly. Bring this dt to the left hand side, then v into dt is equal to dx. Based on this, we derived also. Based on this, we derived also. What we derived means we derived the three kinematic relations based on these concepts. We derived kinematic relations. Now listen. This is the small time, this is the small displacement. To get total value, remember, to get total value, always you have to use summation, always you have to use summation or integration. But to get total value, always you have to use either summation or integration. To get small values, you have to use differentiation. To use small values, to get small values, you have to use what? Differentiation. Remember this point. Okay, remember this point. Now, dx is the small displacement. To get total displacement, what we have to do means integration on both sides. Then I'll write like this, integration of dx is equal to integration of v into dt. Are you clear? Integration of Vx is equal to integration of V into dt. Are you clear? Now, what is the value of V? Now, what is the value of V? Then integration of dx is equal to value of V is how much? 3t square plus 2t into what? dt. Okay. Now, you can write integration of dx value as x. That is equal to integration of 3t square dt plus integration of 2t into dt. Now that is equal to integration of 3t square means 3 into integration of t square dt value is how much? Yeah, integration of x power n dx formula. Yesterday also didn't study it, right? Yesterday didn't study integration differentiation formulas, right? Yeah, x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Okay, so t square dt value x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Therefore, t square dt value is how much? T cube by 3 plus 2 into, this can be look like integration of t dt means t power 1. Then t power 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1, that is t square by 2. Now cancel 2 and 2, 3 and 3. Now what is the value of x means x is equal to t cube plus t square. Without integration and differentiation formulas, I am warning you, without that, nothing. Simply you'll by heart, that's it. So please, all of you, please practice integration and differentiation formulas. Now, one important model problem is there, JE kind of problem. That is in page number 95, problem number 16. Page number 95, problem number 16. Page number 95, problem number 16. That is bit difficult problem. I will tell you how to solve. Shall I erase this? Shall I erase this? Yeah. Once read that question, read that question. From that question, what are the parameters they given? You just tell me. Problem number 16, problem number 16, page number 95, and that competitive book, that is impressive book. Okay, page number, yeah, page number 95, problem number 16. Someone asked, sir, teach me some problems based on instantaneous speed and instantaneous acceleration. This problem is about instantaneous speed and instantaneous acceleration. Okay, this problem is about instantaneous speed and instantaneous acceleration. Yeah. Now, if you read the question properly, if you mark some points in that question, then it is very simple. What is the first point you have to mark means the time taken, last part of the question, the time taken by the body to come to rest. Very good. Please mark that point, the time taken by the body to come to the rest. To come to the rest means final velocity 0. So very clearly it is given final velocity 0. Very clearly it is given what? Final velocity 0. Now look at the first point. An object is moving with a speed of, Therefore, that speed must be. Very good, Prithvi. Very good, Prithvi. An object is moving with the speed of, finally it comes to rest. So therefore, an object is moving with the speed of 6.25 meter per second is the initial velocity or final velocity? Initial velocity. So indirectly they given initial velocity as 6.25. And they're very good people, they given like 6.25. Therefore, if you take square root, easily you will get 0.25, right? 2.5. Okay, if you take the square root, easily you will get 2.5. Yeah. Next point, what they given, and it is decelerated. And it is decelerated. Remember, decelerated means acceleration must be
0.
minus, negative. Are you clear? Acceleration must be negative. That's why in the question they given like this, dv by dt is equal to minus 2.5, minus 2.5 into v to the power of 1 by 2. Okay, dy by dt is nothing but what? My acceleration, right? The acceleration is given as negative, therefore it is called as what? Deceleration. Now what they're asking in the question, where v is the instantaneous speed, where v is what? Instantaneous speed. The time taken, what we have to find out? Time. Now what we have to find out? Time. Now we have dv by dt and we have time t. Now how to find out the time t means just to try to understand. If you keep some, you're thinking here, you will get how to calculate the time means if you bring dt to somewhere else and if you integrate, surely you will get time t. Are you clear? Just think about that equation. We have dt. So how to get the time from the dt? Integration. So if you make this alone, if you make this dt alone, okay, if you make the dt alone, clearly you can solve the time. Am I right, ma? Am I right? Yeah, fine. Now see, I will modify this equation like this. I will bring this dt to the right hand side. Then we have dt. Okay, na? I'll bring this 2.5 v to the left hand side. Then we have dv by 2.5 into v power 1 by 2. Okay, na? That is equal to minus. How many of you understood this step? 6th class step, right? Moving there and here. So bringing this to here, bringing this to here. Simple, nothing is there. Okay, this is very simple step. Now I will take integration on both sides. I will take integration on both sides. When I'm going to do the integration, I will substitute initial velocity and final velocity. So final velocity is 0, initial velocity is u. Now please try to understand how I am going to modify this. So I will take like this, 1 by 2.5 into dv by, I will take this v power minus 1 by 2 to the numerator, and v power minus 1 by 2 into dv. Shall I write like this? Shall I write like this or not? Yes. I will take like this. Why? Because see, 1 by a can be taken as a power minus 1. Now 1 by a can be taken as what? A power minus 1. Therefore 1 by a can be taken as what?
V by v
is equal to minus dt. Now how many of you understood this step? Anyone didn't understood this step? Nothing is there. Simple mathematical calculations. That's it. Very, very simple mathematical calculations. Nothing is there. We brought this v power 1 by 2 to the numerator. That's it. If you brought this to the numerator, minus 1 by 2. Now integrate on both sides to get the total value. So I will write like this, integration of minus dt is equal to mute all. Rakshit Prabhu, please turn off your audio. Yeah. Now integration of dt is equal to, integration of 1 by 2.5 into v power minus 2 into dv, v power minus 1 by 2 into dv. Okay, na? Understood, ma? Now, I will take it as integration of minus dt is integration of minus t is equal to, okay, this can be taken as 1 by 2.5. I will come take it out of the integration, and integration of v power minus 1 by 2 into dv. Now it look like what, ma? X to the power of n dx. So what is the x to the power of n dx? X to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. But I will take between the limits, okay, initial velocity to final velocity. Initial velocity to final velocity. So final velocity anyway 0, right? A final velocity anyway 0. Therefore, initial velocity is how much? 6.25. Okay, I'll take later. I'll substitute later. You do like this and tell me what is this value. V power minus 1 by 2 dv. Expand it in this form and tell me what is v power minus 1 by 2 dv. Anirudh, there will be some value once you verify, negative value will come. Negative value will come. Prithvi, wrong, ma. Some negative value will come, verify. Positive value will only come, sir. No, only positive value comes. Yeah, okay, fine. Very good, very good. Everyone did correct. Everyone did correct. Now see, if you take v power minus 1 by 2 into dv, if you expand it in this form, v power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by minus 1 by 2 plus 1. Okay, v power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by v power minus 1 by 2 plus 1. Okay, ma. Now listen, you can write like this, that is equal to v power minus 1 by 2 plus 1, that can be taken as plus 1 by 2 divided by minus 1 by 2 plus 1, that is plus 1 by 2. Now 2 will goes to the numerator, so 2 into v power minus 1, sorry, plus 1 by 2. Shall I write like this, ma? Okay, na? Komal, prepare integration differentiation formulas tomorrow. Otherwise, I will hit you. Ma, understood, ma? So substitute this value, then minus t is equal to 1 by 2.5 into, okay, I will write this value as, ma, I will write this value as how much, ma? 2v power plus 1 by 2. Ma, 2v power plus 1 by 2 means plus 1 by 2 can be taken as what, ma? Root v, right? Ma, plus 1 by 2 means root v. So I will take it as 2 root v. Between the limits, initial velocity is how much, ma? 6.25. Final velocity is how much, ma? 0. Understood? So u2v, right? u2v. So initial velocity 6.25, final velocity 0. So that's why they given this value like this, ma. For example, you can write like this, minus t is equal to 1 by 2.5 into, I will write it as 2 into square root of, ma, 2 also will comes out of the bracket, then 2 by 2.5. Now first you substitute the upper limit, square root of 0 minus lower limit, ma. What is the lower limit? Ma, what is the lower limit? Yeah, square root of 6.25. Ma, square root of 6.25. Now I'll write like this, ma, minus t is equal to 2 by 2.5 into, I will write it as minus square root of 6.25. So what is the square root of 6.25? Calculator. 625 is 25, right? Then 6.25 will becomes how much? 2.5, right? Yeah, fine. Now cancel minus minus. Then this is 2 by 2.5 into square root of 6.25 is how much more? 2.5. Cancel 2.5, 2.5. Then time t is equal to how many seconds? 2 seconds. So then what is the answer? Option D. But this is very, 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 very important model for JEE. This kind of model is very important for JEE. Okay, na? They will ask the questions like this only. So instead of asking about the differentiation, they will ask about the integration. And one more thing, I'm warning you, without integration and differentiation formulas, please, you don't sit in the class itself. Why? Because means you won't understand without that integration and differentiation formulas on how to use. At least if you remember the formulas, I will tell you how to explain, how to do the problem. Okay. Page number 114. Look at the page number 114. Look at the page number 114. Yeah. So mostly you have the theory based questions. I will read the questions, you just tell me the answer. Okay. Of the following vector quantities, which is the vector quantity? First question of the following, which is a vector quantity? Remember, time scalar. Time scalar. Electric current is also scalar. Why? Because it is a SI unit. If you want to write at 4 options, time, okay, time scalar, electric current, it is an SI unit. Clear? 7 types of SI systems is there at fundamental quantity. So electric current is also fundamental quantity. Now velocity of light. Remember, velocity of light, even though it is velocity of light, okay, velocity of light you can consider it as scalar. Why? Because means light always travels in straight line paths. Light always travels in straight line paths. Therefore, if any body travels in straight line paths, speed and velocity is same. Speed is equal to velocity. If anything travels in a straight line path, displacement is equal to distance. Speed is equal to velocity. Therefore, speed of light and velocity of light both are same. Therefore, you can take speed of light as scalar. Okay, you can just write down one point over there at the 3. Light always travels in straight line path. Light always travels in straight line path. At option 3, you write down light always travels in straight line path. Okay, light always travels in straight line path. If it travels in straight line path, then speed is equal to what? Velocity. Okay, now speed is scalar or vector? Scalar. Therefore, velocity of light is a scalar, even though you found their velocity term. Okay, you wrote that point, Now, what is the remaining thing? Gravitational force. Force is always vector. Therefore, which option is true? Yeah. Now, second question. Yeah, remember, temperature, very good. Temperature is a scalar quantity. Why? Because means temperature is a fundamental quantity. Fundamental quantity. So what are the 7 fundamental quantities? I will tell you: length, mass, time, electric current, thermodynamic, temperature. Okay, luminous intensity, amount of substance. Therefore, these 7 are scalars. Now, third question you can solve, fourth question you can solve, fifth question also you can solve, sixth also you can solve, seventh one, look at the seventh one. Seventh one also you can solve, eighth one also you can solve. Now look at the ninth one, look at the ninth one, look at the problem number 9. Now look at the problem number 9. Now look at the problem number 9. The angle between A bar and B bar is how much? Pi by 3. Now what is the angle between what? 2A bar and minus 3B bar. Yeah, find out. Anyone please try to solve. Yeah, how to solve this means, do you remember the concept of parallelogram? Do you remember the concept of parallelogram? Yeah. According to the concept of parallelogram, I given the value of, I will given the value of direction. The direction alpha can be taken as what? Tan inverse of, yeah, tan inverse of, yeah, P sin theta by B, B sin theta. Yeah, B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. Are you clear? Now, based on this formula, will you calculate what is A value? What is A value? Yeah, what is A value? Yeah. So what is B value? Yeah, see, A value is, A value is, for example, A bar, B value is B bar. Now what is the angle theta? Means theta is equal to pi by 3. Okay. You try to solve it as homework. If you can't, I will send you the solution. Okay. You try to solve the solution. Based on that formula, you try to solve the problem. If you can't, I will explain. No, next. 10th one also you can solve it as homework because 10th one is simple only. That is a theory based question. Ninth question, ninth question. Ninth question also do it as homework. Ninth question do it as homework. So which questions are given as homework? Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These problems you do it as homework. 10th also you do it as homework. 10th one also you do it as homework. 11th also you do it as homework. Now once you look at the 12th question, look at the 12th question. The horizontal component of weight of a body of mass m is. The horizontal component of weight of a body. For example, I will take the weight of a body like this. I will take the body like this. Mass of the body is m. Now weight of the body is in downward direction. So mg is in downward direction. Weight is always in downward direction. If weight is always in downward direction, this is vertical component. This is which component? Vertical component. Then what is the horizontal component? Means 0. Okay, you just write down one point over there at 12th. Weight is in always downward direction. Weight is in always downward direction. Weight is always in downward direction. Weight is always in which direction? Downward direction. Therefore, horizontal component of weight is how much? You can draw like this. You can draw like this. Then, if it is done, then I'll go for the next point. Those are theory based questions only. So horizontal component of weight is equal to 0. Now 13th, 14th, 15th, these three you can solve it as homework because those are theory problems only. Clear? 13, 14, 15, those three you can solve it as homework because those are this one only, okay? Theory based problems only. Now look at the problem number 16. Look at the problem number 16. Now look at the problem number 16. Now remember, A bar dot B bar is equal to 0 means what is the angle between A and B? My A bar dot B bar is equal to 0 means I already given ma. If you remember the properties of dot product, not 0, not 0 atidi, not 0. Ma remember, if you open the properties of dot product, you will get this. 90. Now what is the angle between A bar and B bar? 90 degrees. Now what is the angle between A bar and B bar? 90 degrees. I will take it as B bar. I will take it as A bar. Now what is the angle between A bar and B bar? 90 degrees. Is it done? Ma, is it okay? Now, next point what they given? Ma? A bar dot C bar is also 0. Ma, A bar dot C bar is 0 means angle between A and C is also 90 degrees. Now you can say A, B, C are mutually perpendicular. Okay. Now understand it clearly. Understand it clearly. Ma. For example, I will take this as A bar. I will take this as B bar. Ma, I will take this as A bar. I will take this as B bar. Okay. And I will take this as C bar. Now I will take green as A bar. A bar is always perpendicular to what? Ma? B bar and C bar. Clear? A bar is always perpendicular to what? Ma? B bar and C bar. Are you clear? My A bar is always perpendicular to what? B bar and C bar. Are you clear up to here? Now you can say A bar, my A bar is perpendicular to B bar cross C bar means you can take these two vectors plane. I'll take the plane of these two vectors. No, I can take the plane of these two vectors. Clear? I can take the plane of these two vectors. Are you clear? Then A bar is perpendicular to what? Ma? B bar cross, very good. B bar cross C bar. Are you clear? Actually, in the given question, you just strike it off the parallel to, must strike it off the parallel to, keep it as perpendicular. Understood that point, ma? Actually, the question is small mistake is there. Okay, question small mistake is there. Same based on the previous question, 17th question is there. Ma, same based on the previous question, 17th question is there. Now, F bar is the force acting on the particle having the position vector R bar and tau bar. Tau bar be the torque of this force about the origin. Then, now remember, torque tau, formula for the torque tau is equal to R bar cross F bar. Formula for the torque tau is equal to how much? R bar cross F bar. Which means the torque tau bar is perpendicular to what? Plane of, is perpendicular to what? Plane of R bar and what? F bar. Clear? Torque tau bar is perpendicular to the plane of what? R bar and F bar. I will take it as R bar. I will take it as, for example, F bar. Now, if you take the plane, torque tau bar is always perpendicular to what? Plane of what? R bar and F bar. If torque tau is perpendicular to the plane of R bar and F bar, then you can say that torque tau dot R bar is equal to how much? 0. Why? Because torque tau is perpendicular to R bar, torque tau is perpendicular to B bar, sorry, F bar. Comma, torque tau bar is perpendicular or dot F bar is equal to how much? 0. Why? Because torque tau is perpendicular to both the plane of R bar and F bar. Therefore, you can say that torque tau bar dot R bar is equal to 0. Why? Because perpendicular means dot product is 0. Parallel means cross product is 0. Parallel means cross product 0. Perpendicular means dot product 0. Blindly remember this point. Okay, na? Yeah. Now, which is the answer, ma? Yeah, fourth one. Yeah. Now, look at the problem number 18. Now, look at the problem number 18. Time is up. Still 5 minutes. Look at the problem number 18. Ma 18. Problem number 18. Ma, look at the problem number 18. What is the answer? Very good, Shravan. Very good, Pawan. Yeah, what is the 18th answer, ma? Very good, Ritika. Very good. Answer is 0. My answer is 0. Or else, if you take in terms of vector, if you take in terms of vector, then that will becomes a null vector. Magnitude is 0, but we have to take in terms of vector. Therefore, R bar is equal to A bar cross B bar. Okay, now R bar is equal to what, ma? A bar cross B bar. Now, B bar cross A bar is equal to how much? Minus R bar. Yesterday we discussed the properties of vector product. My A bar cross B bar is equal to R bar. B bar cross A bar is minus R bar. Yesterday we discussed about the vector product properties. Now, according to the question, what they given, ma? A bar cross B bar plus B bar cross A bar, that is equal to how much, ma? R bar minus R bar, which is taken as what, ma? 0 bar. That is nothing but null vector. If they ask the magnitude, answer is 0. If they ask magnitude, answer is 0. But they didn't ask the magnitude. That's why you have to choose null vector as the option. Then 19th one you can solve it easily. 20th one also same like this only. 20th one, what is the answer means? 20th one answer, which option? My 20th answer, ma. 3 wrong, ma. 20th 3 is wrong. My 20th 3 is wrong. My 18th problem, if you see, means 20th problem is very simple, ma. They are asking wrong, wrong, right? Sorry. Yes, correct. Wrong means, yeah, tell me which option is wrong. Ma, first one, ma, A bar dot B bar is equal to B bar dot A bar. Is it correct or wrong? Which property it is? Commutative property. Dot product follows commutative property. Ma, dot product follows which property, ma? Commutative property. Next one, A bar plus B bar is equal to B bar plus C bar. Ma, this is also true. A plus B is equal to B plus A. A bar plus B bar is equal to B bar plus A bar. This is also true. Yeah, distributive. Next, third option. What is the third option means? A bar cross B bar is equal to B bar cross A bar. Komal, it is correct. Ma, Komal, is it correct? Why? See this point here only discussed. Here only we discussed. So A bar cross B bar is equal to minus B bar cross A bar. Okay, na? Therefore, option C is wrong. So fourth one, A bar cross B bar is equal to minus B bar cross A bar. Okay, na? So this is correct. Therefore, this is wrong. Which option is wrong? They're asking. So option 3 is wrong. Okay, understood, ma? Now shall I go to the next question? 21st question. My 21st question. My 21st question. What is the answer? 21st question. Very good, Anirudh. Very good. Yeah. Listen, ma. A bar cross B bar. Yesterday I given one concept. If you remember, A bar, this is B bar. Now, if A crosses on B, if A crosses on B, then R bar is in which direction? Upward direction. That R bar can be taken as A bar cross B bar. If B crosses on A, if B crosses on A, then R bar is in which direction? Downward direction. That is taken as what? Minus R bar is equal to B bar cross A bar. Understood, ma? Okay, na? Now, R bar is in upward direction, minus R bar is in downward direction. Now, what is the angle between R bar and minus R bar? 180 degrees. Straight line means angle is how much, ma? 180 degrees. 180 degrees means pi, right? So pi is equal to how much, ma? 180 degrees. Therefore, which option is true? Second option. Understood, ma? Yeah. Then problem number 22, 23, 24. Okay. You do it as homework. Now look at the problem number 25. Now look at the problem number 25. Look at the problem number 25. Yeah, east. Remember, how means, see, A bar vector is along which direction, ma? A bar vector is along which direction? North. Now, on a board, draw the lines like this. On the board, you draw the directions like this: north, south, east, west. Now, see, right hand thumb rule, clear right hand thumb rule. In that, I will take these two fingers. Now, these two fingers are curling like this. These two fingers are curling like this. Such that this first finger is there, right? This first finger, take it as A bar. Okay, first vector you have to take with this finger. Second vector take with this finger, middle finger. So middle finger is second vector. First forefinger is first vector. Now, first vector is represented with which finger, forefinger, right? Now first vector is in which direction? North. So first vector is in which direction, north. Second vector, upward means like this, towards you. Upward means like this, towards you. Up this means towards you. Downwards means into the board. Downwards means into the board. Now see, first vector towards north, Okay, now first vector towards north, second vector is towards you, not towards you. Okay, so upwards means towards you. See, this is the middle finger. This middle finger is towards you. So therefore, first vector is upwards, second vector is towards you. Then thumb is towards in which direction, man? East. Understood this point? Now the same question, if vector b bar is vertically downwards, west. Yeah, you can do like this also, j cap, k cap, like that also you can do. Okay, na? So how you can, very good, ma, very good. What, who is that person? Anirudh Bhatt, very good, ma. You can do like that also. What is that means? Upward direction means take this as y-axis, ma, take this as x-axis, and towards you, one more axis there is there, right? That is what? Z-axis. Now, I will take this as j cap. This is given, what, ma? K cap. Then j cross k is how much? J cross k is how much? I cap. Are you clear? J cross k is how much more? I cap. I cap is along positive x direction. So positive x direction is what? East. Okay, na? Now I given some problems as homework, right? So please try to solve the problems. Tomorrow we'll solve the remaining problems. Okay? Understood, ma? Yeah, shall I move? Ma, please, tomorrow, before coming to the class, properties of vector product, properties of scalar product. Once you prepare and come, because tomorrow, most of the problems depends on scalar product properties and vector product properties. Okay, na? Okay, ma? And